Hey guys, and welcome to another FootofaFerret Q&A. The show that's not really a show where I answer questions that you send me via Twitter, Tumblr, or YouTube comments. Let's get right to it. What are your favorite songs from The Nightmare Before Christmas? While I absolutely love Oogie Boogie song, I would have to say that my favorite is the opening number, This Is Halloween. It perfectly and immediately sets up the style and mood of the film, and between Danny Elfman's music, the character voices, and the accompanying visuals, this number is classic Tim Burton. Favorite gum flavor? Fun fact, I don't chew gum. Bye! Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart. Are you a YouTube partner? Yes, as a matter of fact, I am a YouTube partner, but despite what you might be led to believe, it isn't really anything particularly special. I could make more money in a month of working part-time than I could in a year of uploading YouTube videos. Plus, with monetization, I constantly run into issues with copyright infringement. For instance, my Doctor Who video was approved for monetization. My Live Lava Live video was not. Like many other things on YouTube, copyright detection seems to be a bit broken. Also, I feel it's very important to mention that I do not make these videos for the sole purpose of trying to make money. I would do this for free, and I kinda do. Do you watch the AVGN? For those of you who do not know, the AVGN, or the Angry Video Game Nerd, was one of the first popular online video game content creators. And when I say video game related content, I'm not talking about playing Slender or Happy Wheels for 10 minutes at a time while doing his best Swedish accent. I'm talking actual scripted, edited video game related content. His reviews of terrible retro video games went on to inspire countless other gamers turned YouTubers. But despite my stating in a previous vlog that I'm a big fan of YouTubers like JonTron, PBG, and Kadikarus, and despite the fact that I've heard so much about him, I have never actually watched an Angry Video Game Nerd video. What are you planning to do after college?
Get out of my head! Stop rummaging in my mind!
Just you try and stop me. Ooh. Who's Clara? Why are you thinking about her so much?
Enough!
Fascinating, a complete mental block.
When are you going to do a brief history of Paramore? I have a brief history of Paramore planned for the tail end of May this year, but until then there's always my Paramore documentary trailer that I released last year. I am extremely proud of it, and if you are a Paramore fan, I highly recommend that you check it out if you haven't already. But this means by July 23rd, when I get to meet the band, I will have 2 Paramore related videos up on my channel and a pocket full of business cards, which I will probably forget to give them because I will be so nervous. VidCon?
I wanna go to VidCon so bad.
Favorite superhero and villain? Well, while I'm not a big fan of superheroes or comic books, I am, as I'm sure you know, a huge fan of Tim Burton movies, so I have to say Batman and the Joker. This is actually a Laserdisc copy of the 1989 Batman movie. I found it at Goodwill. Laserdisc. I have it. I have nothing to play it on, but I have it. Batman and the Joker just work so well together as a pairing, and the best part about them, in my opinion, is that they have no real superpowers. Also, another fun fact, did you know that the voice of the Joker from the original Batman the Animated Series was Mark Hamill, aka Luke Skywalker from the original Star Wars trilogy? And Hamill didn't just voice the Joker in the animated series, he also reprised his role in many Batman spin-offs like the Justice League, Batman Beyond, and most recently the Batman Arkham series of video games. You may also know Mark Hamill as the voice of Skips from Regular Show.
The more you know.
For how long have you been subscribed to the Vlogbrothers? I've been subscribed to the Vlogbrothers since 2010, just following the first VidCon. The first video of theirs I ever saw was John Green's Top 10 VidCon Moments video. Do people at school know about your YouTube channel? They may have known about it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they understood it. Have you ever been outside of America? If not, where would you like to go? No, I've never been outside of the country. In fact, I've never even been outside of the East Coast. But when the time comes that I do get to travel outside of the country, I really want to go to London, England. See the sights, visit the Sherlock Museum, fight the Daleks, you know, standard tourist stuff. Would you care for some tea? What are you going to do when you run out of room on the wall? Well, truth be told, by the end of this year, I will be moving out and going to college, so I'll probably have to take down the wall of stuff and reassemble it in my dorm room, if I'm allowed to, which I might not be. But if something happens and I am no longer able to put viewer mail up on a wall, feel free to continue sending in mail because I will still feature it in vlogs. I just may not be able to put it up on my wall. Dan is not on fire? Or Amazing Phil? Choose wisely. Well, that's a really easy question. It's obvious that I prefer I have a lot of stuff to put on my wall this week. The first 2 pieces of viewer mail that I'd like to feature today come from Leslie, also known as Sea Turtle, who sent in 2 fantastic drawings of my favorite film characters ever, Coraline and Jack Skellington. Next up, Maggie sent me an awesome drawing of myself, a FootofaFerret sign, and so many stickers! And finally, Maddie sent me this adorable little word collage and a little note that says DFTBA. Thank you girls so much for your notes and your drawings and your kind words. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put your stuff on the wall now. If you have something you would like to send to me to put on the wall behind me, please send it to Ryder Burgin, P.O. Box 5403, Statesville, North Carolina 28687. Thank you to everyone who submitted questions for this video. If you have a question you would like me to answer in a future vlog, please leave it in the comments below or on my Twitter at Ryder Burgin or on my Tumblr, FootofaFerret.tumblr.com. And I'll see you in a week, guys. DFTBA. Ooh, my butt hit the desk.